Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to allow us 2 to 3 minutes to make sure that everybody gets in today. If you guys could leave a comment in the chat, where are you guys joining in from today? I'm so excited to be teaching the viral video cheat code to you guys. Love to see where some of you guys are coming from. Good morning. Good morning. Charlotte, North Carolina. Awesome. I love that. I'm over here on the East Coast. I'm in Maryland. Um, so Pittsburgh, love it. We got Pittsburgh in here. What else we got? Atlanta, Las Vegas. Oh yeah, we got a good crowd today. Awesome. I'm just gonna allow about 2 more minutes for everyone to get in there. Is that Minnesota? Man, is in Minnesota. Is awesome. And can you guys hear me okay? Thumbs up if you guys can hear me okay. Good. I'm not in my normal office. I just got back from a honeymoon trip. I literally was traveling back home from Costa Rica. Just got married this past weekend. Super exciting. And yeah, it was a journey getting back home. But I made it here in time for you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. It is definitely amazing. So let's see. Let's see. All right, we got about 20. We still got some people joining in. I just want to let these people thank you. I appreciate that. Want to let these people get a chance to join in. Thank you from Tennessee. Thank you all the way from Maryland. I appreciate you. And give people about 1 more minute. You know, back in school, we always have a couple of people come in a couple minutes late. And that's okay. All righty. All right, we got 22 in here. It's a good group. 23, we got Melissa coming in. All righty. So I'm gonna have my note taker take notes today. And this class will be recorded, so don't worry if you're taking notes or you're worried that we're going a little bit too fast. Do not worry. This session is being recorded. You will get access to the recording as long as you put your email down below, or if you sign up for our free ebook, I'll be able to just send it directly from there. All right, it is 10:33, top of the morning. I know we got some people from all over. Hopefully, well, we do have one West Coast time. Thank you for being here at 7:30 early in the morning. Quick introduction. I am Jordan Lynham, owner of Lynham Up Media. We're a social media agency based out of Maryland. We are working with brands from all different sizes, from startups to in the millions. We have a couple of really big clients that we'd like to say we're doing some good work for. So we mainly focus in social media strategy and a lot of video content creation. That is definitely our wheelhouse. We make people go viral, and that pretty much sums it up. We've done over 100 million views, well over 100 million views organically, and then we've done it the same on the paid advertisement side. So if you guys are looking to get help with paid video ads and you want to structure some video ads, definitely let me know. We have some of the top campaigns on TikTok currently, still to this date. It's really, really cool to see the progression of that. But during my experience, I discovered a lot of things, right? Being a content creator myself, I understand the struggle of video content creation, right? Coming up from the idea, you have scripting, you have the actual execution side. And sometimes we put all of this hard work into it to get very little results, right? And it can be kind of disheartening a little bit, right? We put sometimes, I know in the beginning stages, it could be hours that we put into time into these videos, and we only get like 200 people or, you know, 1,000 views on there. And we're like, what the hell? You know, like, why is this video not reaching the people that I want it to? And there's a lot of variations that can, you know, come up inside of that. But one of the main things that I realized was inside of the hook. So the first 3 to 5 to 7 seconds really matters for your video. And the reason behind that is if someone is scrolling on social media and you only capture their attention for 3 seconds and they scroll away, you lost them forever, right? They're gone. They're never coming back. They're never going to see your page unless you have a viral video again. But yeah, so you're going to lose that person in the first 3 to 7 seconds. And I challenge some of you guys to go back into your video's insights to see where the drop off is. There's usually a data point that talks about average time watch, average percentage watch, etc. Something around that where it'll tell you either how long they've watched it on like Instagram or YouTube. There's usually a curve, and you can see that in the beginning of these videos that, you know, you might have worked really hard on, and they might be good videos, you just lost them in the hook. So that's why I developed the viral video cheat code. I see a lot of big creators, and I'm going to pull up a whiteboard and show you some examples. But I noticed a lot of big creators are starting to use this viral video cheat code, and no one's talking about it, right? And you guys might have started to see some examples of this already on your own feeds. And it's mind-blowing because I tried this out, and let me share some results with this. I tried this out for myself once I noticed I'm really good at picking up on patterns, and I had some really amazing results personally, and then I tried it out with some of my clients as well. So let me actually close out some of these tabs up here so we can focus on what we need to. So you'll notice here 5 million views. This was in about 90 days of me testing out the viral video cheat code, all complete experimenting with it. And then I really started to figure out like, hey, this works. So, you know, you'll see we were able to gain thousands of subscribers on YouTube, get monetized. I got monetized on Facebook. You'll see this Facebook screenshot, you know, in like 28 days. This screenshot right here shows post reach 800,000, but really it actually went above 1 million just shortly after that, because it was just growing and growing. This is a client screenshot where she was able to reach 1.5 million people with her post using this. We helped her grow from 8,000 followers on Facebook to over 33. And if anyone has a Facebook business page, you'll know how hard it is to reach the masses on a Facebook business page, but we were able to do it. This is another one of our clients, Dr. Gail. I'm not sure if she is in here today, but if you are, what's up, Dr. Gail? She was experiencing a little bit of loss of views on TikTok. The algorithm just kind of switched up a little bit on us, and we actually grew her page from 0 to 130,000 plus. But we were getting really good consistent results, and then we started to notice that her videos were just getting stagnant, you know, like low 1,000s, 2,000s. And we tested it out, and you'll see that within the first video that we tested out, she got over 360,000 views using the viral video cheat code. Again, here's some screenshots of me personally testing it out: 70,000, 34,000, 1.6 million. That video actually has I want to say over 2.5 million on Instagram, just kept on growing. I don't know if anyone saw the Hawk Tua girl online. We did a video kind of doing something on that. That one did really well, 400,000 plus. Another one on Facebook, 1.3 million. And I just show you guys this to not brag, but to tell you that this works, and it works extremely well, and it is pretty easy to do. So what I want to do is share my screen with some videos, and I want to see if you guys are able to pick up on any patterns. And also, thank you everyone for putting your emails in here. If you have any questions, I would like for you guys to try to refrain till the end with the questions, and then I'll try to set aside about 5 to 10 minutes to answer everything. So let's go ahead, let's watch this video, and I want to see if you guys can pick up on any patterns that's happening.
These pilots destroyed 2 helicopters. Pay attention to the helicopter about to land because that's Carol, and she was supposed to be gone for another hour. Now watch Mark because he's about to take off, and I want to know who you think is at fault, because as Carol made her approach, she said that she saw Mark's helicopter, but she wasn't sure if his rotor blades were turning or not. And check out how Mark is getting distracted by this other guy talking to him, and that guy's going to regret standing there in just a minute, because as Carol moved towards Mark, she's not even paying attention to him anymore, and this is about to end in a disaster because Carol's focused on trying to land in her box. Find out who got blamed in the full video on my channel.
Okay, so that's video number 1. Let's go to video number 2.
Lawyer's reaction.
I've never been asked if I'm a citizen before when I'm traveling down the road. Am I free to go, or are you detaining me?
You are being detained, ma'am.
Okay, I'm being detained on what grounds?
Checkpoint authority.
So, what happens to me if I refuse to answer your question?
You'll stay here until you're answered.
I'm a teacher. I'm on vacation. I got time.
If you want to stay here, that's fine.
That's fine.
I'm trying to explain everything to you.
No, I'm very curious about what happens.
In the United States of America, you have a Fifth Amendment right not to answer questions from law enforcement, including Border Patrol, if you feel that doing so will incriminate you in a crime. Now, when you apply the laws to this video, the Border Patrol officer asked if she was a citizen and she refused to answer, which legally she's entitled to do. And legally, Border Patrol is absolutely entitled to detain her in order to ascertain her immigration status. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, even if you're not at a border crossing, a Border Patrol agent can detain you if you refuse to identify whether or not you have lawful status in the United States in order to investigate you to make that determination. So legally speaking, no, she does not have to answer the officer's questions.
Okay, that's video number 2. Some of you guys might be starting to pick up on the pattern. Let's watch another one.
Simply having QuickBooks is not enough anymore. You bought the tool, but you don't know how to use it. It's like trying to buy all of the plaster and roofing to build a house, but you never learned actually how to build a house. You simply have the tools.
So I honestly don't really agree. I actually think a lot of times you can be better off doing it yourself, particularly when you're a small business. So your stuff is really, really simple. This really comes back to like, what's your skill set? What are you good at? And then the question you really ask yourself is this a good use of my time? And if the answer is this is a bad use of my time, which starts becoming the answer as you get better and bigger with your business, then you definitely want to hand it off at that point. But you want to be careful who you hand it off to, because the mistake I'll usually see is people handing it to people that are even less qualified. And of course, it's hard to know unless you actually know how to see if the person's doing a good job. So a lot of times it's worth learning just a little bit to at least even be able to delegate it to the right person. And for more accurate tax and accounting advice from a tax attorney, subscribe.
Boom. Okay, there's another one. I have another video example. You guys probably are starting to pick up on a pattern here. Let's watch this one and see if
here's a side hustle for the broke teenagers. You can make $500 per day passively with just a phone and a laptop.
All right, I'm ready for this.
You serious?
And I'm not talking about drop shipping, SOMA, crypto, or any of those side hustles. This is
Drum roll, please.
something new and unsaturated. So first, go to Google Maps and search for a business type. I chose solar companies, but it really doesn't matter. Then you're gonna find the businesses that don't have a website. And here's the best part, you hardly have to do any of the work on your own. All you have to do is call up these businesses and offer them a website for completely free.
Free? Who needs to charge money these days, right?
Pick up the phone and start dialing.
Then to actually get the website, we're going to go and grab one of the pre-made website templates within GoHighLevel, change it around a little bit, and then give this to them. Then after we do this, we'll have a bunch of businesses that we're working with and that trust us. The next thing to do is offer them the other features within GoHighLevel. Things like Google review automation, missed call text back, or AI chatbots. But the thing is, for these, they're gonna have to pay us every single month.
That's actually a really good idea.
Okay, so you'll see there's another guy here, 480,000 followers on Facebook following this. I think this was another
What's a piece of information that you learned?
Yes, I'll talk about this. Okay, so what these people are doing is they are leveraging other viral videos online, and it sounds so simple, and it is, because it's like, Hugo Lord, he's a lawyer, and all he does is react to this content, right? He's taking another piece of another viral video, and he is playing that in the beginning. What has that viral video already done? It's already proven itself inside of the algorithm. So now you don't have to worry about the first 3 to 7 seconds in your videos. So once I discovered this, I was like, wow, you know what? This might actually work. So I tried it for myself, and it worked instantly. Once you structure the video and you kind of figure out how to align it properly to your niche, it works absolutely amazing. So Jasmine, was this the video of Jasmine? Let me try to
Lawyers.
No, that's Hugo. The video of Jazz
Simply having
is another one where she has the video down here in the corner. She watches the video and then she gives her professional insight. It literally positions her as the professional. She has hundreds of thousands of followers online with this. And if you look at her website, her fees are not cheap right now. So I'm pretty sure her books are, I don't want to judge it a book by its cover, but I'm sure they're filled up pretty well. Again, you have another example.
Here's a side.
Style was a little bit more similar to what I was doing, what Ben is doing. And again, Ben has over 140,000 subscribers on YouTube with this. So not only if he's able to monetize just on the views, if he has a product in the back end or a service that he's able to offer, I want to know what the numbers of that is doing. But you guys would be surprised on how much monetization can pay you out for a couple of million views. So I discovered this, and it's, you know, what's funny, back in 2021, 2022, we had a really successful campaign with the client and where we did the viral video cheat code, and we had no idea really what we were doing at the time. We didn't understand the stitch and leveraging a viral video. So this is what this video in blue is. I don't know if anyone remembers this video trend where it was like, what's a piece of information that feels illegal to know? And then you would stitch the video afterwards. We did that, and we were actually able to get almost $40,000 or $50,000 in online sales in about 4 months for Nicholas Patrick. He's a store owner, a really good friend of mine out here in Maryland. He actually went on to exit the business just like 2 or 3 months ago. And he said that the e-commerce portion of the exit really helped him. So it was really cool to see that happen. We had a really good run before TikTok kind of messed with the algorithm a little bit. And just to show you guys, I don't know if anyone has heard of Alex Hormozi, owner of acquisitions.com, $100 million plus business portfolio. This guy really paved the way for how people are doing videos today. And he even talks about the hook inside of videos. So I just want to share this video really fast to show you guys.
You guys just have to obsess about the first 5 seconds. No extra words, very clear, maps to the thumb, maps to the headline. It's just practice. I would look back at all my top converting clips, grab the hooks, and then try and remake 5 more with that same hook that still delivered tactical value, and then made that my next content thing, and then just kind of keep recycling that structure.
So again, a guy here who has crushed it on social media, crushed it online, crushed it in business in general, is telling us that the first 5 seconds is everything that he focuses on, because he understands that in that first 5 seconds, if you lose that viewer from a scroll, you lose them forever, right? So that is the viral video cheat code. And in this webinar today, I'm actually going to break it down a little bit further and show you a live editing experience. We're going to use CapCut with it. But first, before we get into that, I want to just tell you guys a couple of the ABCs behind it, right? How do we find the videos? You're going to find these viral videos on the same platforms that you're already on. So if you use Facebook, Instagram, X, or Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, that's where you're going to be able to find your viral videos. And they're probably on your algorithm right now. You're swiping by them without realizing that you can capitalize on that viral video. Where do you download them? You can just look up on Google, or I'm going to give you guys access to this whiteboard right now as we speak, actually. And you can use these links to download the videos. From there, how are you going to film the videos? You are going to use your phone. If you have a nice webcam, you can use your webcam. It is very simple. Some best practices that I have is using a tripod, use a light, but it's actually not necessary. If you have good window lighting and good overhead lighting, you can use that. And then we'll talk about the solid background for the background remover in CapCut. How are we going to edit these videos? We're going to use CapCut for it. It's really simple. It has a portion on the phone or the PC. I prefer the PC version. And how are we going to make thumbnails? You can make them in Canva, what I'm using right now, which is super simple and easy. Or CapCut actually has a thumbnail builder. How are we going to title these videos? we're going to title these videos using ChatGPT if you're not good at titling your videos already. And we want them to be about 5 to 7 words and easy to understand. Why do I say easy to understand? Because if you guys are in the American region, Americans read at a 6th to 8th grade reading level. There's like 50% of Americans that read below a 6th grade reading level. I got that from Alex Hormozy as well. And he said when he dumbed down his his titles and just the way that he was speaking in business, his videos about business, because business can be kind of technical, he realized a huge spike and when people were actually able to retain things. So these are just some simple titles that I use and some thumbnails that I actually use inside of CapCut. And then where do we post these videos? We're going to post them right back on the same platforms. You can use a scheduler like Metricool or Later.com, that one click of a button and post to all of the platforms. So before we go into our editing session, you'll see down here, if you guys want to work one-on-one with a free coaching session with me, where we'll sit down for about 30 minutes, we'll figure out what your business type is, what kind of videos you can actually benefit from. Please go down here to this QR code, scan this. You'll see that we're working with a couple of clients from Alignable already. We have a really good lineup. Adam, he's a lawyer doing something similar to what Jasmine's doing. We actually have Angie, she's a coach. We have another nonprofit, really large page, over 150,000 followers that we're all starting a campaign with, and we're going to make them go viral using this viral video cheat code. So if you guys are interested in a free coaching session, one-on-one strategy, working with me personally, go ahead, hit that QR code. Also, this website down here, Viral Video Cheat Code, this is our free ebook. Nothing, there's no payment. I don't have email marketing like on a drip campaign. So you might get an email, one saying, thank you for downloading the book. Here's some, more videos that you can watch, but I'm not going to bombard you with a bunch of email marketing saying sign up for this and sign up for that. Don't have that set up on that. Just trying to give people some really good free resources. Over here, you'll see a Discord link. This Discord page is not very active right now because it is completely free, but we are trying to segment out some videos for people, saving them time for their industry, and find them the viral videos and just post them inside of the Discord. But again, that page isn't as active as I would like it to be because I just don't have paid members on it quite yet. Once we do, you'll start to see those viral videos really pumping out on there. So go ahead, take the opportunity now to sign up for a coaching session. We'll sit down, we'll work the strategy, or get the ebook, and you can pretty much have this whole webinar in written format. So with that being said, I'll give you guys about another 30 seconds. Anyone having issues with the QR code? Hold on. Let's see. Let me pull out my phone. No, my QR code is working, but what I can do to make it a little bit easier for you is let's go ahead and just go here and I'll give you the link. Oh, wait. See if this link works for you. So that is to that page. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to edit a video live together. I'm going to show you the process of how to do the viral video cheat code in person. And then from there, hopefully we have about 5 to 10 minutes. We can sit back, ask some questions. I'll try to answer anything, just anything you have social media related. Please feel free to ask me about it. And you will not be asking any dumb questions. You won't be a bother. Do not worry. So let me pull up our CapCut, handy dandy CapCut, and let's go ahead and switch our screen. Can you guys see this screen over here? Thumbs up if you guys can see it. Thank you. So let me make sure I'm sharing my sound from here. This is a video that is going to apply to realtors. I know in this group we have a lot of realtors, so I just wanted to do something that was not too technical, that everyone could kind of understand. I'm going to play this video first, and then I'm going to actually edit it. I'll talk through what I did, and then we're going to edit it live. This is what 475K really buys you in Texas. Now, when most people watch this, they're probably thinking, wow, I'm about to move to Texas right now. But beware of this common trick, because what realtors aren't showing you is the location of these properties. Now, this house is in McAllen, Texas, which is close to the US-Mexico border. Now, look what 475K gets you in Dallas, Houston, and Austin. If you're interested in more real estate content or have a house that you want to buy or sell, follow my page for more. Okay, so boom. So that is an example of a viral video cheat code. We leveraged the video. This video was going viral online, $475,000 in Texas. Not sure where you guys are located. I know in Maryland, cost of living is a little expensive. So 475K doesn't get you anything near that, right? And what these people are doing sometimes is they're leveraging other locations where when you think of Texas, you might be thinking of like Dallas, Austin, Houston, San Antonio, like the bigger cities where they'll have these really, really nice houses, but they're just not in the location that you're thinking of. So I just kind of called it out a little bit, and that would be a great video for a realtor to do. I actually saw another one. I can't remember the exact location of it. It must have been in Houston actually. And it was this beautiful penthouse. And they were talking about $1,500 a month, right? And like, let's just be real. Something's like that, that it's just not true. And then in the comments, I immediately saw it like, you're showing the penthouse, but the studio is the price for the $1,500 a month, right? So would have been another great video, someone in the Texas region, or just really realtors in general, just saying to beware, educate your clientele about the location. So we just added some really simple graphics on there to really bump this up and enhance it, and threw some captions on there. And this video is a prime example of a viral video cheat code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the gasping moment. I'm going to select all this and we're going to go ahead and delete it, because don't worry, we're going to be able to build this up really, really quickly. So the first thing that I like to start with is we're going to take our viral video cheat code video, and I've uploaded everything inside of CapCut already. But if you're not too familiar, I'll try to go a little bit slower or dumb some things down for us. There's an import button where you're going to load all of your footage in. I've already loaded it in, but if I click on import, it's going to bring up, all of my files, my downloads, desktop, etc. So just get all of your files that you need for your video into one folder on like your desktop or downloads, and go to import and import that folder, which you'll see right here. I have viral video webinar. Inside of there, you'll see the videos that I already have filmed inside of my garage on a cell phone on a white piece of paper behind me. I have a white backdrop, nothing fancy. I didn't use a mic. I didn't use a light. I just filmed it because I wanted to do it from the perspective of some of you guys where you might not have thousands and thousands of dollars of equipment to use to film. So we have that. I grabbed some screenshots. Remember, if you saw the Zillow pages, I grabbed the maps, and then we also have a safety border here, which we'll use for a check at the end. So we're going to drag our viral video down here below, and this is going to work in layers. So when you have your viral video, you can stack on top. And what do I mean by that? If I add a video of me, now you'll see me. If I add the picture of the Zillow page, you'll see it stacking. So if anyone is familiar with Photoshop, you're really familiar with the layers. But just like baking a cake, you have layers to this. So that's how you'll see some things being stacked on top of each other. So first thing that I like to do is import all of my videos after the viral video, and I'll do that in numerical order. So I see this one ends in 5, 6, 7, 9, looks like 92, 95. So I know that if it wasn't exactly after, I probably messed up a little bit and had to cut it and do a second take. And now I have all of my videos on there. So the next thing that I really like to do to speed up your workflow is, if you look closely, you'll see this wave on all the videos, but you'll see that it's flat right here, and then there's this wave, and that is an audio waveform. So with that, you can know that when there's nothing there, I'm not talking, that's going to be dead space. So just to make things go quickly, I like to just cut where I don't see anything happening. And how did I get that cut tool? I'm moving a little bit fast. I use a shortcut on my keyboard. I use the B button. The B is going to bring up the razor tool, but let's say you're like, hey, you're moving a little fast, I don't know about shortcuts. in this left side, you're going to see this drop-down menu. There's a select button, there's a split, there's select left onward, leftward. So if we click that, you'll see it selects everything from the left. And then if we did it on the other side, vice versa. So the B, you'll see right there, that means a shortcut key. And then the A is our select tool. So if I click A, you'll see my cursor just changed. If I click B, my cursor just changed as well. So learning those shortcuts is really, really going to help you guys improve your video efficiency and work time. So we're going to go ahead. I see that there's no waveforms during this, and you're going to see how much time we actually shrink. And I know that there's nothing in these little areas. So I'm going to go ahead and snip those. Snip that. We're almost done. Boom. So now I'm going to hit A, or if, let's say I was back on my B, I could come over here, back to my select tool, and now I can select things without slicing it. It's like having the knife and you're like, I don't know what's going on. You can always come up to the top where it says the edit and do undo. On my screen, since I have a Mac, it is Command Z. For you guys on Windows, is probably Control Z. So we're going to go ahead and delete these spots. And just like a puzzle piece, we're going to make sure we puzzle them back. They'll stick to each other, so don't worry. Boom, you'll see that line. It was like sticking to it. Delete this, kind of zoom out, delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that. Stick them back like the puzzle pieces. Boom, boom. And now we've almost successfully trimmed all of our video. And it looks like, if you see, I accidentally trimmed a little bit too much here. So I'm going to just go ahead and drag it out. Super simple with CapCut. You can drag clips back and forth for the timing of things. So that's why I like CapCut. So now, boom, we have almost all of that ready. So now I have everything on this timeline. And now this is equaling out to about 26 seconds. So the next step is, I'm in my garage. It doesn't look that good, right? So what can I do to help enhance this? This is why I love CapCut so much. If you come up here into this right tab, when you click on the video, you'll see video, you'll see audio, speed, animation, tracking. There's all these different effects and things that you can play around with. And I encourage you to go around and spend about 15 to 30 minutes just playing with everything. Just start a blank project, couple of videos, just play with as many tools as possible, because that's how you're really, really going to be able to learn. But inside of this remove BG is called remove background. So it's going to act as if we were filming this on a green screen. So if I hit auto removal, boom, just like that, with the click of a button, we were able to remove the background. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to each of these videos, and it will work really, really fast. So probably by the time I'm done clicking auto remove BG, and I go back to my first clip, it's going to be done on the first clip. Yep. So it removes it really, really quick. Now they're always doing updates. So this stroke button right here is actually something that's pretty new that, I could add to myself, something cool, just if you guys like those effects. I'm going to not use that for this example, but just wanted to show you guys there's so many things inside of CapCut that you can play with. It's one of my favorite video editors, and we have used them all. But for social media, it is definitely tops all of them. All right. So now, after we have our video here, we need to select the viral video part, right? The first 3 to 5 seconds that we want to watch. And let's see this question real quick. How does it compare to Weave Video? Not too sure. I haven't done Weave Video, but I will say that we have used CapCut as a team. My whole team is using it, and we all come from the other video editing platforms: Adobe, After Effects, Final Cut, DaVinci, Sony Vegas, and we all really like the workflow that CapCut provides. Is it the best in some areas? No, but the workflow and the efficiency side, especially for social media videos, it tops it. So I want to use about 3 seconds of this right before they go into the house, which is perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and use my snippet tool clicking B, and I snip that. And then now what I'm going to do is something called a freeze frame. So there's a button right here on this toolbar, and if you highlight or hover over them, it'll tell you what these, each of these buttons means. So if I go over and I hit my freeze frame, boom, now I just added all, and actually let me go back and go to the last frame and see if this works still. Yes. So I went to the last frame of it. I clicked the freeze frame. As long as it's in white, that means you can click on something and you can freeze something. And now this is just going to be a stationary picture that I can drag back and forth and talk on for however long that I want. So let's introduce myself. Afterwards, we have our hook. We're using a viral video as our hook. And then now I'm going to provide some commentary on it. This is what 475K really buys you in Texas. And then what I'm going to do is play a little bit of the video again, drag my clips out a little bit. And then I'll probably stop about right there again. Go ahead and drag this out. Let's go ahead and add another freeze frame. And then now I'm going to talk back on the video. Now, when most people watch this, they're probably thinking, wow, I'm about to move to Texas right now. Add the rest of my video. Beware of this common trick, because what realtors aren't showing you is the location of these properties. Okay, and when I actually switch, I want to do something interesting. You see this frame in my freeze frame, and then I have another talking point. I want to change my freeze frame to this one. It's just going to add a little bit of spice and everything nice when I'm talking, and just kind of disrupt the background and grab your attention again. So let's just show the difference between the one. Now, when most people watch this, they're probably thinking, wow, I'm about to move to Texas right now. But beware of this common trick, because what realtors aren't showing you is the location of these properties. So just something very simple and subtle, but it's going to make a huge difference. Yes, Roy, no worries. This whole session will actually be recorded. If you go ahead and leave your email down below, I will send it to you personally when this class is over. Don't worry. Now, this house is in McAllen, Texas. So now we're talking about the location. So what I like to do is grab the map behind me, go ahead and drag this up using this little, you can use any corner, or you can click on the scale over here in the top right section. And then what I will do is go to McAllen, Texas, keep on getting a little bit bigger, boom. And now you'll see it right behind my head. Properties. Now, this house is in McAllen, Texas, which is close to the US-Mexico border. Okay, and you'll see that I actually pointed to the wrong way. So what I can do is on our toolbar where the freeze frame is, we can actually mirror this. So boom, now I just mirrored this. I could probably actually even drag myself up. And boom, now I'm a little bit closer. And this is another reason why I love CapCut. You come back up here to this top left corner. Let's say I want to add an arrow. I want to enhance this a little bit. Come back up here into our stickers, and boom, we actually already have arrows available. So let's see. Usually I use the red one, but let's see if this green one adds blending in a little bit. So let's go to this red arrow that's already there. And now, since I have that remove effect, if I drag myself above it, did you see how that sticker went behind me? Because everything works in layers. If I drag myself over something, like a word, for example, I could be behind the word. It's really cool when you do the auto remove effect. But if I go ahead and drag it below, you'll see that that sticker is in front of me. So I like the sticker behind me with the arrow, adds a nice little cool effect. And now let's see. Properties. Now, this house is in McAllen, Texas, which is close to the US-Mexico border. So I'm gonna just drag the sticker out so it stays there the whole time. And let's hear our next part of the video. Now look what 475K gets you in Dallas, Houston. Okay, sorry about that background. Probably won't need the rest of that. So now what we're gonna do is go grab our Zillow clips. So I said Dallas first. So let's see. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on today. Dallas, squinting a lot. Not my normal setup. We have Austin. Did I say Austin second? Houston. I said Houston second. We're going to go to Houston, and then we'll go to Austin. All right. Now look what 475K gets you in Dallas. And then one of the things that I like to do with this is I'm going to split this clip below me because I don't want people to read it yet. I want it to be blurred. And then when I say Dallas, I want it to actually show the clip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select where I want it to be normal. Oh, before I do that, let's actually size these. You see the little black bars on the side? Let's clean that up a little bit. All you have to do is just scale that. And we can do that for all of these. Since I took the same screenshot, just scale that so we don't have any black bars. Just remember to do those little things to just clean up your edits. And then when I say Dallas, I know I can see in the waveform where I said Dallas. So right before that is about right here. And then I'm going to come back to the part where I want it to be blurred. I'm going to come back over here to this left section where it says effects. There is thousands of effects in here. Again, another reason why I love CapCut so much. And all I have to do is search up blur. Absolutely, guys. I will definitely send you the recording. So now look what 475K gets you in Dallas, Houston, and Austin. Okay, and then one thing that I could probably do is position myself and mirror myself a little bit better. And these are just little tweaks. And if I want to rotate myself, you see this button right here where there's like the two arrows. I can actually click on that. And then when I drag up, I can rotate myself. If you don't want to click there, there's actually a rotation button right here with a pie graph where I can, go into a 360. So go set that back to 0. Give myself a little bit of rotation. Point it so you can just see a little bit. Houston. Drag myself down just a little bit so you can see. And these are beautiful homes still, but man, I'll tell you what, that first home was crazy. You in Dallas. And then I'm going to actually reverse myself again one more time, just where I'm pointing. And we'll rotate myself just a little bit. These are just little enhances. You don't necessarily need to do it, but it's just going to clean the edit up, and we'll see the difference at the end of how this all comes together. So now what we can do, if you're interested in more real estate content or have a house that you want to buy or sell, follow my page for more. Okay, so now we have the last piece. I'm going to just trim up this little dead space where I wasn't talking. Buy or sell, follow my page for more. Just something, just snapping on everything, no dead space. And then I'm going to mirror myself again. So I'm pointing to the side where there is the like button. And what we have here to show that is the safeguard. If you guys ever need it, I can give you this in the email. Just let me know if you want it. This will show you, hey, don't put anything that is in red is like where the like button is, where the comment section will be. If you have an iPhone, there's an island bar up at the top. You don't want anything to be blocking those areas. So we like to check our videos at the end with the safeguard. Just to make sure if you want to know, like, hey, I want to point over to something, that will definitely let you do that. So now this last part, this is something you got to be careful with when you're editing. If we didn't play it back, you'll actually hear the video beneath me still playing its audio. If you're interested in more real estate content, so what I can do for that is I could drag right here where there's this little decibel spot where we see our waveform. But let's say like, hey, Jordan, I'm not too advanced at editing. You can just click on the video, come to audio, and then go ahead and drag that slider. And you'll see that waveform now going up and then down, up and then down. So that, and if I click it here for the shortcut, you'll see over here on the right side of the screen, it's going back and forth. So we're going up and down with it. So that's how we're actually able to do that. So now I can just have the video playing behind me while I'm talking, just to have that motion again while I'm speaking. And now we almost have our video completed. So what's left is let's go ahead, let's play it back, make sure that there's no errors, some silly errors. And then if not, what we can do is add some captions to it. And then we can slap this bad boy out, send her off to social media and get some views. This is what 475K really buys you in Texas. Oh, so that was a slight error. So what I'm going to do is I just a hair, I trimmed it off too early. So I'm going to select all these. I'm just going to bring them over for a second. And then I can drag this out just a little bit. And let's make sure I say all the words of Texas. In Texas. Okay. And maybe just for safety, we're going to drag it out one more here. Okay. And then now what I can do is just select all my clips again, puzzle it back. Oh, don't do that to me. There is something over here called auto snapping. And I accidentally turned it on. It's a shortcut with the letter N, and you'll see that line. And it just helps you snap to the end of another frame. I advise you guys to use auto snapping. If not, it can become a disaster. And actually, let me show you guys what happens if you don't have auto snapping on, because this is a good case. Let's say I didn't have auto snapping on, and you see now how I can overlay on this clip. When I do that, now it's messing up all of my layers. So I'm going to back out of that. Make sure that auto snapping is turned on right here. And then if I do that, boom, it'll just snap right to the end of that frame so I don't mess up my layers. So now let's go ahead and watch. This is what 475K really buys you in Texas. Now, when most people watch this, they're probably thinking, wow, I'm about to move to Texas right now. But beware of this common trick, because what realtors aren't showing you is the location of these properties. Now, this house is in McAllen, Texas, which is close to the US-Mexico border. Now, look what 475K gets you in Dallas, Houston, and Austin. If you're interested in more real estate content or have a house you want to buy or sell, follow my page for more. Okay. So the one thing that I probably would do, because there's like some weird snapping going on, did this edit a little bit different, was I probably would start this clip mirrored just to help me. Look what 475K gets you in Dallas, Houston, and Austin. Okay, that cleans it up a little bit. And then here, it just looks like it was moving a little bit too much. I probably would just freeze frame it about like right here. Oops. Did I do that right? Freeze frame it right here, and then just get rid of the playing video, just to help not like it's a little bit distracting, right? If you're interested in more real estate content or have a house you want to buy or sell, follow my page for more. So it kind of stops. It just, I could stop it anywhere earlier, but that's just going to help a little bit without it being a little bit too distracting. So in the beginning, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I did. I dropped off screen a little early. It looked like it. Hold on. In Texas. Yeah, there's like this weird gap. And I bet you if we go frame by frame. Yep. So in the beginning of this playing, I just need to trim this off by a hair. And these are like just me being a perfectionist, but you guys should want a perfectionist working on your stuff. Okay. So now it's a perfect snap. So now what we'll do is add some captions. So we'll come up here into this top left portion. We'll click on text. Everything that will be with actual text or like captions is over here. Come back into our auto captions feature, and it is going to do exactly what it says. It's going to do some auto captions for us. So we're going to generate and click that button. And now you're going to see on a lot of videos, not too sure if you guys have seen some of these styles, but most likely you have. And we have a late entry, but don't. This is what this class is recorded, so I'll give it to you. And I know that error is going to happen, but now we have some captions up here. And what we can do is just adjust it to where we want it. A good rule of thumb is you kind of want it a little bit below your chin for captions. You definitely don't want them all the way up at the top. You don't want them down too low because it's going to be blocked out. My rule of thumb is I like to keep them a little bit below my chin. I always like to keep my talking head, either in the middle or a little bit more in the 3/4 quadrant of the video. And that will help make sure for all mobile devices and all platforms that your videos are easily, they can just be watched by everyone. So you won't have anything snipping off. And then we can see these captions. And what's cool about CapCut is there's a button right here that says apply to all. So let's say I move these captions down here, all these other captions get moved down. So if you want to do something individually to one line, you got to make sure that you click off that button right there, apply to all. but that button does help you make sure that everything is, uniform throughout the whole video. And what we'll do is we'll just apply some really nice, clean captions. I think this one's not too bad, but actually, and you'll see all these different captions in here. These are all text templates. And how I got here was in here, I clicked over on templates. From there, now you'll see all these different text fonts. Really buys you in Texas. Now, when most people watch this, they're probably thinking, wow, I'm about to move to Texas right now. But beware of this common trick, because what realtors aren't showing you is the location of these properties. And let's say you wanted to customize your captions a little bit. You can come back over here in the basic. You see the word beware. I could just highlight it up in here. And if this is going to be my friend today, we will be able to just change the color of it. So like little words like that, let's say, when I say Texas, we know we got Longhorns, that's orange. So let's say I wanted to just add a little bit of flavor to it. I could just do something. Really buys you in Texas. Now, when most people watch this, they're probably thinking, wow, I'm about to move to Texas right now. But beware of this common trick, because what realtors aren't showing you is the location of these properties. Now, this house is in McAllen, Texas, which is close to the US-Mexico border. Now, look what 475K gets you in Dallas, Houston, and Austin. So you'll see that it's snipped off a little bit for the Dallas portion. So just, clean that up, just drag it out. Sometimes it does that. I saw that there was a gap because I said 475K. The auto captions are really, really picky. So make sure that you guys say the pronunciation right. Now look what 475K gets you in Dallas, Houston, and Austin. And then I'm going to say and Austin. And Austin. If you're interested in more real estate content or have a house that you want to buy or sell, follow my page for more. Boom. Let's say, just because we have a little bit of time, let's say I wanted to add the like button, or let's say I wanted to do follow. I can probably add a little follow sticker over here. Page for more. And I could just bing, pop it up right here. Follow my, and we'll do that for the whole thing. And then we can add an animation. So coming in, follow my page for more. Boom. So now instead of it just doing it like that, so follow my page for more. Now you have a little animation. So that is our viral video cheat code, guys. It's very, very simple. As long as you find the viral video online that you want to talk about and it relates to your industry or niche, it's going to be super simple for you guys to film comment or content on it. You can react to it. You can, provide your professional opinions on it. I know that some of you we have lawyers. It's good for them because there's so much nonsense out there for them to actually correct and just misinformation. Tons of that. I know you guys see it all the time. So it's just a good opportunity for you to take a viral video, leverage it, and get a lot of results. I'm not saying that you need to do this for your whole strategy, but if it's working really, really well, maybe you do transition. But this is just an opportunity for regular people to get a lot of views. And I wanted to just share this with you guys because I know that it can transform your businesses, especially in today's day and age with how social media works. I'm going to stop sharing this. Just how social media works, when we see the numbers on things, it really does make a good impression. So when we see millions of views or even tens of thousands, maybe you're like, you know what, Jordan, I don't even need 1 million views. I just want 10,000 views. What would 10,000 views do on your videos? And if you were able to consistently get them, what would that represent to your clients and your potential customers? How would they perceive that, right? In just today's day and age, people want to work with people that are doing well on social media. And before people work with you, they're probably checking out your social media. So it's just a really good way that you can enhance everything and get some really good results. So, wow. Thank you, Roy. If there's any questions, I want you guys to go down here. That means a lot. I appreciate it. This is the best video creation course I've ever seen. That is awesome. Yes, Holly, don't worry. We will have, when you upload the videos of you talking where the background's removed. No, I actually did that in CapCut. So I will send you the recording, but I'll show you really fast too. Let me pull that back up. Oops, hold on, stop sharing. Let me pull that portion back up. So when I was talking, there's a button up here called remove BG, and I have the auto removal on. So I'm actually in the garage. You'll see like the wood up there. We got the Christmas decorations up there, which guys, it won't be long before Christmas is coming around. I think there's some Thanksgivings and some Halloween decorations too, which is again right around the corner. But you hit that auto removal button and it gets rid of it instantly. CapCut is so amazing in the technology that it has. I think I'm definitely on the pro version. I think it's like $10 a month. It is so worth it. I still pay $60 a month for Adobe. So it is definitely something that is cheaper than the other platforms. In some areas can be more powerful, and your workflow is just really, really going to benefit from using CapCut. And I get this question a lot. What do I prefer, the mobile or the PC? Definitely the computer version, because you see how it's like when you have a mouse involved in it and you can like download something online really quick and just drag it over into CapCut. It makes your workflow really, really easy. So I prefer the PC, but I get why some people might need to use mobile. It's a little bit of a different setup for some of the buttons, but they're all pretty much exactly where it is. It's just on a bottom bar. Everything's going to be on that bottom row bar. So I like the PC. If you guys aren't interested in editing your own videos, we do have a bunch of video editors on my team personally that could help you guys edit. So, just reach out and we can help you with that. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. When you went into detail, how is the video expanding when you went into detail of the video, how is the video expanding as you edit? Which one? It might have been moving. But if, for example, let's say I want to take this freeze frame. Wait, hold on. I'm not sharing. Let me share my screen again. Let's say I wanted to take this freeze frame below me and do that. I wanted that video to expand, like start here. I would hit this keyframe where it says add keyframe. And then at the end of it, I would just make sure I go back and can see I can drag the scale. Now this one's not perfect because there's some text on there, but you'll see what a keyframe does is it can start an action from point A, and then when you get to point B, it will scale. So this is what 475K really buys you in Texas. That's how you can do that. And that you'll see all the effects that keyframes are allowed on. So for example, if you wanted to drop the opacity, which is just, like the translucent of the image, say I wanted to drop the opacity and make it go darker, I could do that by setting a keyframe as well. This is what 475K really buys you in Texas. And you can see that slider was moving over there, and you can see that the scale slider. So that's how we do. This is what 475K really buys you in Texas. Expansions while the video is actually playing. So super, super cool when you start playing with keyframes. You can definitely get creative with it. Again, I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of effects in here that allow you to have the keyframes. One thing that I like, it's not in this video, but I'll send it to you guys in the email if you download the ebook, is some of the other features like the relight feature. For example, I film in an office similar to this at home, where it's just kind of like a blank background and some normal wall. And I do have a small LED color behind me, but I'm able to use this relight feature. And this relight feature allows me to add like blue colors or any color that I want behind me. Ladies, I know how you guys can, I deal with this with my wife, how, oh, I don't look good in this angle. I don't look good in this angle. I'm not saying to abuse this feature, but there is something called retouch in here where you can add makeup, you can smooth your skin, you can smooth your face with it. Let me show you guys. This is another thing that CapCut provides, where it's really, really cool. You can even your skin tone out, smooth it. Your smile lines, you can get rid of those. You can brighten up your eyes, your dark circles. Now I'm saying don't go too crazy on this because you can abuse it, and I don't want anyone catfishing out there. But it is really cool. You can reshape your face, so maybe you're like, man, I was just on a honeymoon. I just ate a lot of food. I want to slim myself down a little bit. like, look, you can boom, you can slim it, and you see that box around my face, so it is there. It's really, really cool. This is part of the pro version, but you can add the filters, you can add some makeup. Let's say you wanted to, I don't wear makeup, but let's say if I wanted to add some makeup on me, put a little soft glam on there, I could do the clean girl, but it's possible. So, your body, if you wanted to adjust your body, your head, it's crazy what you can do with this. So really, really cool. Another feature inside of there that you can use in CapCut that can definitely help you out. So with that being said, let's make sure, can you also do it? Yes, you can do this with faceless videos. If you just add your audio or someone else's audio, definitely can 100%, you can take off with the faceless videos. Probably could build a bigger channel doing the faceless content with it, as long as you're gonna have to like test it a little bit in the beginning. Probably maybe a couple of videos might flop, but once you figure it out and like you get that first video to pop off, now like, all right, now this is what I can run with. Are you doing this in the free version? I am in the premium version with it. So you wouldn't be able to do the auto caption. I'm pretty sure the remove background, the remove background is a pro version as well. Auto caption is another one. It's $10 a month. So how I obviously it's just a business expense for us at this point, but you got to think about the ROI. If you can get this editing tool for $10, you can get some videos that pop off. What would the ROI be on that? So it's definitely going to be well into the positive. Also, if you guys are like, you know what, I don't want to edit the videos, I don't have the time for it, I love this, I want to do it, we do have video editors on my team. I have a bunch of really good ones, some that are, have hundreds of thousands of followers themselves online, have built up their own personal brands, and they are editing for us and getting really, really good results. We go viral every single week for our clients, almost every day, actually, now with the amount of videos that we're doing. So if you guys want to just lean on an advanced editing team, we could definitely work out something, do like a trial run with it. Definitely would be interested in helping you guys out with that. So can we have access to that border template? Absolutely. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to TikTok safe area. Yeah, let me, I'm going to put that, let's see. I'm going to try to put it in the whiteboard. And if you can't download it from there, I can just send it to you directly in an email. Or you know what? Let's do this. Make it easy for you. Let's go to my ebook. I'm going to give you the Google Drive link so you can just download it. Give me about 15 more seconds. Okay. Boom. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, I will send you guys a recording of this. There is a TikTok safe border. Go ahead and download that. Also, don't forget to get the free ebook. Share my screen again. It's a really good ebook. It just pretty much has everything that we talked about in a little bit easier format. If some of you guys are different learners, if you guys are visual learners like me, it's good to see the video. But if you're like to read books, see written content, viralvideocheatcode.com. Here is that, and I'm going to drop the link as well. Okay. So I appreciate everyone. Let me drop this link down here. Appreciate everyone, joining this webinar today. I hope you were able to get some really good information out of it. I will make sure that we send this recording. If you can, leave a review on Alignable in the review sections on my page. I am the owner of TikTok Marketing 101. We've built up that group to almost 20,000 business owners. So I appreciate all of you guys that have joined that group and have came from there. It's been a couple of years building that up, and now we're trying to just do a lot of free resources to help people go viral and just help them build up on social media. So thank you, everyone. I'll give you about 1 more minute to go ahead and get any links out of there, and then I will send off this recording to everyone that put their email in there. Also try to do it from the Alignable side too. Connect with me on Alignable so we can stay in touch. You can ask me any social media questions, and I appreciate you guys. You got it, Sonny. I got you, brother. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. So see you, everyone. Happy creating.